A few days after releasing an article where the writer called the Sacramento Kings a dark horse in the possibility of becoming future NBA super team, ESPN released their projected 2017-2018 NBA wins. Everyone that's a Kings fan should be shocked, but some might like this. Maybe it would be better for the Kings to be this low on the poll so they can prove everybody wrong. Or maybe to get a chance at a top 3 pick in the 2018 NBA draft.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Mark Robertson. I am back in today, and today we're going to be talking about the interesting news that came out right after the article that said that we were a possible super team came out. And I was kind of like, okay, this is an interesting situation to put right after you just praise the Sacramento Kings. But you know, media recognition is always fun for the Kings to see. So before we get into it, I just got to tell you guys plussed by 7 subscribers this last time. Our count is 225 subscribers. You guys are 5 away from 30. You guys know that you guys have gained 30 subscribers in almost a week? All it took was a week. That means 120 for a month. You guys are rocking it. Thank you guys so much. Keep hitting that like button while you're down in the comments, commenting down below. Also, turn on the notifications bell next to the subscribe button, which you could easily hit as well, just to be on my 6-man squad. Make sure you comment down below, hashtag 6-man squad hype. If you guys are in my 6-man squad, I'll see you guys down there. I know you guys are awesome. And my sub of the day is going to be a part of my, he's in my 6-man squad because I've seen you comment down there below, and I love your support. I love your comments, and it is JC Rivas. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce it right, but you're awesome, my man. Keep on commenting, keep on being a part of the squad. And the goals are 50 likes. You guys can do it. Today, we're going to be talking about how ESPN has put the Kings at 27.5 wins this upcoming season. That's one higher than the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, that's who our one higher is. And this is interesting because we could look at this as a very positive thing. We could look at it as that, oh, we're put down below, so let the Kings prove why they're better than that. In my opinion, that's what's going to happen. I feel like we're going to hit more of that 35 to 38 mark. Just miss the playoffs. It's going to be between 9 and 11, which will be fine. But, you know, if this actually happens to go down like this, and we end up in the top 3, which I've been looking in tweets, and I've been seeing some of your guys' tweets, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of interesting if we fall into the top 3, because there's 2 players that look very interesting. I would want one more over the other just because of positioning-wise. If it wasn't for that, we already have De'Aaron Fox and Bogdan and Buddy Hield and Frank Mason and George Hill. We already have those 2 positions met for Luka Doncic. Doncic is still an overall good player. He'd be that kind of situation where it's like, oh, okay, we'll find somewhere to put him. Like, he can play shooting guard over somebody, and Bogdan could play 3. Luka Doncic, 6'7", 18-year-old 2-guard from Slovenia, and he currently plays with Real Madrid. I've been watching a lot of film on him lately. He can shoot really well. Like, him and Bogdan would have a really interesting 3-point shot contest. That'd be fun to watch. Handling the ball for him is really solid. His availability to be able to pass pretty easily, and he's very athletic when it comes to hitting the rim. He can drive to the basket very, very aggressively, which is very interesting to see for such a young player who's already 6'7", and just overall good player. He'd be good on any team over here if that's how his game translated. If his game translated for how good of a shooter and everything he is, that'd be fun. But now we're going to get into the one that I want. If the Kings fall to the 15th spot in the Western Conference, and we're either lower or higher than the final spot in the East is, I hope we're lower, because if that's going to happen, I hope we're lower so we have the better chance at the first pick. My choice would be the 6'10", 19-year-old small forward out of Missouri, Michael Porter Jr. This guy looks so solid. His shooting is just... His shot is so good, you guys. Like, he is going to be a great player, and barring injury, he will come out of the University of Missouri as the first pick and a one-and-done player. He's going to Missouri just to be one-and-done. That's all I see him doing. I feel like he's going to take their division by storm. He's already been projected first overall. Him and Doncic have actually been going back and forth. That's why I'm talking about this so much, is because these would be the players that we would have choices on. There might be a couple other players, like big center Bamba. He'll be top 5-ish. Be interesting to see, but God, this guy is going to be so good. Just like scoring to the getting to the basket, dunking, His shooting is super solid. His rebounding is super solid. Multiple 20 rebound games. He's gonna be that small forward that can rebound just so good. And then just to talk about that, in his senior night game in high school, he scored a monstrous 52 points and 23 rebounds in a blowout against Seattle Prep. And that game, the highlights were like, oh my goodness, this kid can shoot NBA range already, and he's a small forward. And then he goes on to later play in the Jamal Crawford's Pro-Am, where he scored 47 and the same amount of boards with 23, but then was crushing people with 4 blocks. This kid can play. Overall, seeing that even if we didn't need either of them, just thinking that maybe Justin Jackson would end up being just like a star, and we never thought he would become a star, or obviously De'Aaron Fox is going to be hopefully the star that we've been looking for this entire time. I'll have a video on him later on about if I think he's going to be a star and what he'll look like. That'll be another what if video to go with my what if series. I hope you guys are hyped for that. On either hands of the floor, I see the Kings just grabbing one of these two. If we're in the top 3 and they're both there, and one of the two are there, you grab them. You grab them right up. And like I said, in my opinion, Porter would be the better choice over Doncic because we're so packed in the guard positions with Hill, Fox, and Mason at the 1, Hield, Bogdan, and Temple at the 2. I could see them if the Kings decided to do something with Temple. I'm not saying Hield won't pan out, but if Hield didn't pan out the way we thought he was going to, and they decided to trade Hield, I would see them getting Luka Doncic just as something else to go off of. With him and Bogdan, you play Doncic and Bogdan next to each other, it's lights out shooting. If you play Bogdan and Porter right next to each other, it's lights out shooting. Out of this, we get a win-win. We either get Doncic or we get Porter, and I would take Porter right away. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this video. It's kind of a shorter video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments, who would you take, Porter or Doncic? Why? And do you think that with this prediction for how many wins the Kings are going to get, do you think the Kings are going to take it with, we're about to show up the entire league, or do you think they're going to take it with, oh, okay, that's where our level's at right now. Let's just take advantage of our last pick for the next 2 years. We don't get a pick in 19. Let's take advantage of this pick and try to get either Doncic or Porter or somebody else that's in the top 5 for next year. But I want to know what you guys have to say. Please hit me up on all my social medias. You know my Twitter is Kings4Life2K17. My Instagram is Mark Robertson Jr. and my Facebook is Mark Robertson Jr. And I'll catch you guys later, Hoop fans.